No. I think we got a couple. Sorry, getting things adjusted. A little rusty. There we go. We got a couple people that are going to be showing up late, but it's been a while. Been sick. But test 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Gotcha. Is that better? Yeah, we've been hunkering down from the coronavirus. It's been pretty crazy. We finally essentially got shut down. It's been I mean, for emergency stuff, they're still doing stuff, still allowing people to work, but and then I got something, not sure what it was, and it kind of laid me the fuck out. So
Can you go in and look and see if there's any updates? Don't touch that cat. If your cat is sleeping, you leave him alone. You know that.
we got a couple articles in the works right now, but looks like some hand holding deals went poof, is what I've seen.
And then my phone, frickin', yeah, limited Wi-Fi connection.
My phone dropped my dad's phone yesterday.
Mom,
Did you call back?
Mom,
No.
Here, dump this out and make me a coffee pot, please. Here, Mom, I answered your question.
Mom, the game started to lie to you again. So when I did the update, the light comes back again.
I don't know what to tell you, dude. You probably have so many viruses you didn't guys better find Roblox.
Now, did they join Squawk? I heard. Hold on, people can't hear you. No, I guess they can't. Hold on. Try now.
Sir, which cup does Mom want?
He's keying up, but no sound. Can you guys hear me now? Do you have your desktop audio on
Yeah, everything's on.
OBS? Does it make bars when I talk?
Yep.
All right, there we go. All right. So, okay, back to the beginning again. So, what was it? About 3 weeks ago, we saw the beginnings of a stressor when you had Aggressor versus Black Order, and Aggressor brought in Hammer and Sickle to join them. That caused some situations inside of Squawk where people were getting very frustrated with that, and that put pressure on the hand-holding agreement between Poe and Squawk. Eventually, that broke apart about a week before Invasion Day. I think the Saturday before it. And we got to see some actually good fights. And then on Invasion Day and the day after, we had another round of good fights. Those were pretty exciting. And that kind of was the end of the Poe Squawk hand-holding agreement. And you had asked if members of Expo had started joining up with Squawk. Now, I would said that we're seeing Squawk work more independently than it's worked in the past, as different groups are kind of doing their own thing. And we've seen members of the form of Partnership of Equals, which is the extended Poe alliance there. The group under the Expo tag kind of has broken off, and I don't know if they were kicked out or they left on their own. I've heard rumors to both effect, saying it doesn't always make it true, but for whatever reason, they're not getting along. And so there's been fighting there. Now, I don't believe that they're joining up with Squawk. Now, you've said that you believe that these guys are joining with Squawk. I think that there might be situations where you see Squawk and them having similar goals. Like they're going to do the same thing. They're going to attack the same enemy because it's this. They have the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But I don't think that means they're working together in any overall structured way. And I don't believe there's any nap going on.
Yeah, from what I can see, is pretty much everything's lit on fire. I did speak to a couple of the, excuse me, still recovering. I did speak to a few of the Expo or guild leaders, and obviously both sides are going to have their perspective. But according to them, they indeed did leave POE. They had a disagreement, and Syndic kicked them. So I don't know how true that is. I doubt we'll ever get Syndic on this show. Not that I want that, but
Well, no,
it's probably
I've
pretty close
seen
to accurate.
messages from him stating as much, but like I said, stating it doesn't make it true. Like oftentimes you'll see people say that they kicked somebody when in fact somebody left on their own, and the person who's leaving on their own will say, no, I left on my own, and you and I both agreed I was leaving, and then you removed me from the guild after I was basically done leaving. Just because you remove somebody doesn't mean that it was necessarily your choice to remove them. Sometimes they push that out on their own. So I don't know what exactly was going on there. I've heard mixed messages.
Well, I've got the map up, so we can look at that. It looks like there's a lot of fighting going on right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's been, I don't want to call it the most fighting we've seen, but we did see a EU invasion that was absolutely ridiculous. Is the only way I could it was constant action. Very early they started fighting, and they kept fighting throughout the day. It's been really good to see action again. We had a lot of concerns about the Big Blue Donut and how it was affecting gameplay, especially on the high end of game. You don't want people to feel like winning sucks, and oftentimes that's the way it was feeling here. So I'm glad to see them change things around a bit and make it feel better. I feel like things have been good for the last week, and I hope this fighting keeps up.
Well, yeah, we were about to do an article, which we probably have to either can or modify, but it looked like about 80% of the map was either directly or indirectly under the control of like two groups. It was pretty insane.
Well, sometimes the player base doesn't really approve of that and says, how can I make this better for me? And they definitely did something. I think it was the players themselves, not so much the leadership at this point, that was like, I just need this done. This is not working for me. Fix this. And players got what they wanted.
Well, there was a whole lot of nothing going on.
Yeah, they were bored. I mean, people weren't enjoying themselves. And it took time, but eventually things changed, and now we once again have content, and people like content.
Well, like right here, we got Rage Control, right, the farm, and you've got Crimson Imperium attacking it, and then you've also got Tidal attacking it. Like, that's going to be probably a big shit show.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of three-way fights. We've seen people fighting over everything recently. It's been good. It's been the best we've seen in a while, since I would say the original Queen launch. When Queen first launched, it really had a lot of good content that happened. And now we're seeing a return to that level of content. It's been exciting.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow, that might be some big content there. Arthur's House of Crafting is under attack.
By who?
I don't think you can see that. Who owns the territory, I guess? Rage Control, so Surf.
Interesting.
So, and they've already lost a shield. Actually, they've attacked both hideouts. And they're already down one defender point.
That is beef purely based on the taste of salty tears. Wow, I did not expect that. I actually would expect people to come in and try to defend that as
Well, it
you
looks
know.
like they are, but because right now Sun is attacking. Tomorrow they're attacking Battle Brave Creeks. Can't speak. That's interesting though. Wasn't there another one up by the other rest too? I wonder if that's under attack. Let's take a look. I don't remember where the other one was. Anyways, no, there's a lot of shit. A lot of shit being attacked.
Well, it's good to see. I like having good fights like this. This is the kind of thing you want to see.
Oh
Um,
shit! We completely forgot. Friggin' 1941 like blew apart, and it looks like
Blue completely disintegrated. Well, no, it's into 3 different groups now. It's very interesting to see what's going on. You can never really tell who is who over there because I haven't gotten really good information from them. I'm still trying to find out exactly what side Target is on.
yeah. I don't know who targets what side targets on. I know Take Care, Last Warn, Zoned Out. I think they're all working with Arch. I think. And
Mhm.
fighting the rest of the remnants in 1941. It's kind of interesting. Let's see, what's this? Sorry, there's there's so much going on. Wow, 3. So Blaze is being attacked by Rage Control, Tidal, West Sola Gramada. I don't know who that is. There's a lot of action going on.
Yeah, it's been just fire. If you go over, also you go over and look at what's going on with Zorn and Valen and Talion and
Where's that?
Violets. You got to go over to the east. Think Florida.
Like around.
Yeah, right around there. Right around the, yeah, just up a little bit. Maybe more Georgia. But yeah, there's a lot going on around all of here. It's been just constant fighting on the map. I've seen lots and lots of it. And if you go all the way up to the north, where Tea Party moved out, because Tea Party joined Poe. That was
Really?
yeah. Oh, you didn't? Yeah, Tea Party joined Poe.
I've just been getting back in the saddle, man.
Right, so Tea Party joined Poe and left the north, and that left a void. And so Violets and Talion have been going at it up there, and Talon, Valiant, the Alliance for Zorn and those guys have also been up there. And now, yeah, if you click on that, is that a Final Order flag? Did you see a Final Order flag all the way to the east? On a castle to the east, I believe.
No, I don't see
Right?
it.
Isn't that what did they change their flag? The black with the gold crown, or
They changed their flag.
the red, the red and black with the crown. Sorry, that one right there.
Yeah, 3
Is that-
territories and 2 castles.
Yeah, they're moving around now, is what you're seeing. But they've been on the field every day, and he has a huge force right now. Derek has an absolutely gigantic force. It's been doing how do you say, it's been getting beaten by like 5 different teams at once. Like he never has like just Derek, you know what I mean, like versus one other team. Like you never have Final Order versus just one guild. It's always versus 7 other guilds attacking at once.
Oh, that's crazy. It looks like there's pretty much like a big war going on between Crimson Tidal and I don't know, a bunch of other random people.
Yeah, It is. That's what it is. It's just a giant war, and what we're going to see in just a little while is a bit of a faction fight, and it's going to be interesting to see because it sounds like it's just Squawk and Arch showing up. So I'm wondering if they're going to go ahead and split them up into 5 different teams, or if they're just going to fight off against each
Oh,
other.
that's
Squawk
today,
versus
isn't
Arch.
it?
Yep, faction fight.
What time?
I'm kind of sad to see that it's not. There aren't more players showing up for it. Well, it looks like we're going to be starting at 19, but they might push off about 15 minutes as they're waiting to try to get another group involved too, because there was something about the 19 UTC time slot where somebody was going to have a hard time making it. So now they're trying to make it a little bit easier for everybody to get involved, and I hope it happens.
Maybe we'll have to show up as newbie, because I know the new bros, we've been growing, and I think we...
But yeah, go ahead and show up. They need some action. Right now, they need more people to go ahead and join this fight. The best way to get a good fight is to have more people down there. So go ahead and join.
Cool. I think Overdose is going to be hopping on here in a few. What else has been going on? And I know there's been a lot of updates, and we got the COVID. I wanted to show that.
Well, we have a special charity item out available now, where for about $5 you can get yourself a very nice avatar ring and a nice offhand staff. Just cosmetics, but it's to support COVID-19 and the WHO. Go ahead and look that up right in game. If you go and click on the big A, I believe, in game, you can go ahead and just pop that up. You get to buy it. You know, the only way to get it is cash, and that's because, well, they're trying to donate money, not gold. I don't think the WHO needs Albion gold.
Probably not. There's where you go. You go to featured offers.
People get hired on, and then.
Yep. We also have an update to fishing. Now, for anybody who's a longtime follower of the show, they know that I really absolutely hate the fact that you had to fail fishing in order to get yourself some seaweed. Well, now no longer is that the case. If you get a very successful cast and do very well, you can get a bonus now of seaweed. Yes, you can get a fish and seaweed at the same time. Yay!
What is that going to do to the market, though? What do you think? Actually, it's probably a Bogle. That's probably a Bogle question.
Yeah, but I would hope that it, just makes the cost of fish sauce go down, which will actually, I think what we're going to see first is people are going to continue to just make a better profit on food, because the cost of fish sauce will go down and the time invested in getting fish sauce will go down. So there'll just be a higher profit per hour for a period of time until food catches up, because more people are putting food out there and they're just not having the buyers. But right now, with the increased activity, I think there are the buyers for it. So there's just more profit being made in food right now. I think that's what we're going to see for the next few days.
Oh, I agree. I agree. Overdose, Dell, what's going on?
Well, good comes last, right? Hello.
I didn't know if you'd make it. I thought you were wrapped up with. We got some propaganda on here on Reddit about you.
We didn't, I saw it afterwards.
What exactly?
Not playing the game anymore?
Oh no, I actually am playing the game, just not outside of hardcore expeditions. This will be the downfall of the Alliance, not anything else.
No spies, no meta plays, just Overdose playing hardcore expeditions. Got it.
Exactly.
I think you got to go here pretty quick to do the broadcast for the ZVZ or the faction.
I actually have about an extra 5-10 minutes because they're starting late. So yeah, I can hang out a little bit longer.
So what's new with you guys, Doris? I think you're what are you up to these days? Doing ZVZ?
Occasionally, yeah. I'm not fully back. I'm just occasionally here a bit.
What about you, Overdose?
I rediscovered the joy in ZVZ recently, so I'm ZVZing with our newbies a bit more since we're now in Martlock. Besides that, I rediscovered also hardcore expeditions.
Well, it sounds
And if
like
I
you're
keep
enjoying it.
rediscovering hardcore expeditions, Voltel might ban hardcore expeditions in Newbie.
No, that would be the wrong way to go about it.
15 hours a day.
Just ban one specific person from doing a hardcore.
I might or
expeditions.
might not have a broken 10 million combat fame in the last 3 days.
Wow.
Congratulations.
I'd ask you if you knew of anything that was going on.
To be fair, we're running below 10, so that's a huge number of below 10s.
I'd ask you like if you knew what was going on Reddit or the politics, but I think all you've been doing is playing hardcore expeditions.
All I know is Usher first, Mage second.
What?
Depending on the poll, though.
Wow.
Huh?
I don't.
I'm certain about
That's PvE priority list. It's usually Mage first, though. Mage, Archer, Melee.
I have no fucking
I
clue
always
what you're
thought
saying.
I always thought mage first.
This is Care Bear talk now.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
real talk anymore.
Yeah, this is care pairs.
Wow.
Alright, sounds good. I'm gonna go find
Is there anything relevant you want to talk about besides hardcore expeditions? I mean, I can go like have a smoke for like 5 minutes and you can talk about hardcore expeditions.
I probably found the worst poster that I've seen since I left the Eve subreddit.
Oh.
And he's posting for Poe.
Oh.
And I also found out that he's an ex-test guy, which makes it even sweeter.
So who is this poster and why is he so bad?
Okay, little lesson about shitposting. The best target for your shitposting is yourself. You have to have at least an overdeveloped sense of self-irony. And this guy doesn't.
I was
At
memeing
all.
you the other day over those.
Sorry, what?
I was essentially shitposting you the other day. I was sending you all those memes.
Oh god, yeah, they were good. Like, really, really good. They're also like truth hurts, but they were really
Yeah.
good. Besides that, like, I don't know. Like, honestly, I've never seen a post backfire as bad as whatever Farchi produced like 2 or 3 days ago, I think. Or was it end of last week? Somewhere around there. It was just like horrid. Like, I don't know. Like,
Can you go into it?
Yes, I'm looking the post up right now. Well, give me a second. It was. Now I need to find Farchi. Jesus Christ.
Well, and this is where I hop out. I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great day. Enjoy your shit posting. Have a great
Oh
one. Bye.
yes, oh yes.
I've never got the understand it. I've never
Cheers.
understood the incentive behind the shitposting, honestly.
It's just honestly, it's just having fun, right? Like that's
Yeah.
the idea. I always call it professional bullying, but actually, you also bully yourself if you're doing it correctly. Because like the best jokes are the jokes you make on yourself, because you with that you usually point out that others are not able to joke as good about you as one could, so you do it yourself. And that's like what I mean with a decent sense of self-irony. You just have to have it.
Are you gonna send it to me?
I'm trying to find the post, honestly. It was relatively high upvoted. And in the comments it was torn apart. It's hilarious. I mean, I upvoted it for visibility, so people see how bad it is. That's also teaches us a lesson. Upvotes doesn't mean quality content. All right, let's check the top posts of the last week.
Yeah, I don't see it.
He shouldn't. He didn't delete it. Like,
Oh, here's Poe's the bad guy because Chosen said so.
oh, that was a horrible one too. Hmm.
I think there's many other reasons that Poe is the bad guy other than Chosen said so.
Ah, I found it. I found it.
Honestly, I thought that's what they wanted to be, was the bad guy.
I think Owen loves this. Mom, does Owen love this?
Oh yes, the pyramid scheme one.
Yes. Yes, because everybody knows we force people to do anything in this alliance. Oh,
As far as I can think of, there's no mandatory contributions in you guys. As far as I...
Somebody's like, if anything, it's a reverse pyramid scheme.
yes, it's pretty much like leadership is ripping itself off. It's what usually ends up happening. Also, hey Bacon, what up?
Bacon, you there? Do
Steven?
Yes.
Ah. Hey, hey.
Hi.
you want to
Okay.
talk about what Bacon's been up to?
We've been running into fucking Syndic by mistake.
How did that happen? And
It's
mostly
not our
where?
fault. Just place at our little hideout, not little zone, everything was going fine, and then King Crimson wiped BA, wiped Surf, and then they ran them off to our map. Bad timing,
Hmm.
very sad.
Have you tried solving that problem by paying rent to Syndic?
No, I only pay in nudes.
Oh. And I guess he's not accepting of that.
No, I think he's a vegan.
Vegans.
Exactly, disgusting. But Bacon has been, well, we're still in Battle Bray. After you guys left, we've been holding. Now we own the tower because we've been usually fighting Clap every now and then for the tower. And we usually been winning. So we've been improving a lot on ZVZ.
I'll
That's
be right back, guys.
about of what we've been doing.
That's good. Good to you. Yeah, I saw some. I saw you took the crystal beetle from Frix or something a few days ago.
From Givi, yeah. Frix has this ability like Sen has, which is even if they lose and I get pushed back, they will go to Reddit and talk about this amazing victory.
Did you know who also did that?
Uh.
Egyptians, right? There are hieroglyphs of the victory of the Egyptian pharaoh, and then there are against a neighboring state, tribe, whatever it is, and then there is scriptures from the neighboring tribe or whatever it is about their victory about over the Egyptians. So I guess they're in good tradition of declaring victory.
Yeah. I mean, but this thing with PoE is interesting. There's so many groups attacking the PoE coalition, and they still pushed everyone back. They just did. It's insane. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. They push it back. Pretz, Zero Mortis, Aggressor, BA, Conflict, Surf, the whole coalition. It all in one go. So they are tough. Even though I wasn't on that fight, I was just on my own in a little corner, and they came to me.
Odd.
Yeah. Suddenly I saw Syndic on his common mammoth, and I'm like, oh no, not again.
Here we go again.
Yeah, it wasn't. They didn't game for us. They just were following up Surf that was falling back.
So it was actually Surf's fault for pulling them
Yes,
into
yes,
you.
yes.
Mm.
Typical. So they decided to retreat here. They were trash talking Mojo on Drive and Cross, so I guess something happened with BA there.
I heard they stopped the hand holding because somebody told BA, by the way, guys, weren't you like about content about, let's say, 2 years ago?
Yeah, because they haven't been about content for a while. I mean, even when they owned Mercia, it was all shared with Money Guild. Like they always owned the content by hand, continents by hand holding. It's like we fight here and there, but not much. So both make a lot of money. But here's the deal: nobody else is allowed to settle. Yeah, typical.
That's not nice.
No.
Also, welcome Axon fan.
Hello. Sorry I'm late. My mom came over and dropped off a blade kit.
Oh, we're always fucking late. Honestly, we should starting the show half an hour later and just tell everybody but the people who come on so they are on time.
In my defense, Voltel did ping me 3 minutes before the show was supposed to go live, and that was the first notification I received.
This is a professional environment, people. It is absolutely professional. We're good at this. Swear.
The politics of this game are messed up right now.
Yes, everything's going to shit.
Crazy. For example, nobody does castles, but they all agree that nobody's allowed to take a castle, right? It's weird. Castles, all of them have a guild that is assigned to them, and nobody else is, how they call it, allowed to touch it on prime time.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Like,
So,
that's next level hand holding right there.
it's not even hand holding. It no matter, doesn't matter if you're an enemy or a friend. If you touch that castle on prime time, it's like direct, because like imagine the PoE and BN are in the front line right now, but at the same time they own the castles, so they are busy. They cannot be there for the castle, so they ensure that nobody else touches them. If someone else does, they have consequences. So it's interesting. They manage to style the game's content in a way that's like, well, we will not be fighting this content, but we sure want the reward, right?
Yeah, like
But
that's
they use politics to guarantee that.
honestly, there's a level of politics that I like to see in a game, but there, like, as soon as it goes beyond that,
It just goes to the point where it's a way to try to stall the game in your favor. So if I'm owning a lot, my interest is making sure that there's no attacks going on me.
I've got a question for you guys. I don't know if you've already covered this or not, but what do you guys think of the new alliance changes coming that they posted about the season point pools? And do you think that's going to be used more for the biggest groups to trade season points around, or do you think that's actually going to cause some conflict?
It's not going to cause conflict, that for sure. So like I just said, if they are busy on the front line and they still agree with each other who gets what castle, what stops them from
just
sharing
agreeing, like, by the way, at the end of the season,
you get this and I get that?
exchange
Yeah.
this and this territory, and you just do it once, boom, done.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I think is going to happen. Unfortunately, like I said, I think conflict. Like I said in my post as a reply to that thread, I think more conflict drivers is definitely in the right direction, but I don't think this was the solution.
No. This is just a way to them to even do more trading between themselves. It's just changing who owns the tower at the end before Reset Day. And, well, everyone is being paid by their contribution to the monopolization effort.
The thing is, the idea in and on itself is not a bad one.
Yeah.
It pretty much backloads the reward for holding a territory. So territories over the
Yeah,
at
you
the
don't
start of the
solve this
season
with
are not
motivation.
like it doesn't matter if you lose it at the start of the season. I think, or are they going to do it until reset day and then until the next, or are they going to do it over the whole season?
This doesn't work. It doesn't work if splitting your group into multiple alliance tags is something you want to do. It's a problem in the game. You want to do that because you have no territory debuffs, no Zerg debuffs to worry about, and you can still work together, right? The problem they make it so you don't want to have everyone on the same alliance, but you want to dodge it by holding. And everything the devs are doing can be bypassed with a simple agreement, and it's the same outcome. The game will continue to suffer from this. The way to fix it is you don't really fix holding because you cannot fix people.
Yes, you can't balance people, and
Yeah, you can't guarantee, like, even if the devs went out to extreme and say holding is now bannable, you would never control it because nobody will prove anything. They will say, "Oh, I'm not attacking." I was saying, "Why do I have to attack it?" I mean, maybe if the game, I don't know, it's impossible. They will no show each other anyway.
Yeah, it's certainly benefiting the guilds who are doing it more than the guilds who are not.
You know what we should do? We should have a territory launch system that's random. Only one guild can launch, and it's a random selection, something like that. Or I don't know.
all right, let's launch an attack. Shit, we're gonna launch it on BA, guys. I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, let's just spin a wheel and see who's gonna be your target. And then if one alliance no shows, they get a fine of 100 million on their bank or something. I don't know.
The poor bastard in Bridgewatch.
Yeah, if
That,
they don't,
that
they
will turn
can't.
the meta into 4.1 slugfest. And honestly, if any alliance is prepared to do that, it's probably newbie.
Mhm.
Yeah, the poor bastards that get the northmost random select for a territory launch.
It's a really thing. Even when you think of it, if you think of any idea, you can also think of a way to break that idea. That's
Exactly.
the way it's working. So,
Yeah.
balance this game with a more fundamental design to how it works, to how guilds can work together to achieve one goal, be something that's not primary anymore. To focus the contest, the conquest, the defenses into being more of an individual and not an alliance thing. Something like that. But the thing is, like, even when you do that, you can fix the hand holding to some level, but then you have the same problem, which is, well, they will still agree to not attack each other or something like that. So it's weird. I think maybe the only solution would be if the developers themselves have a guild and a faction that would create content forcefully targeting the groups that have too much power and where there's not fights happening in between two major groups. Imagine when BOE and BA were handholding for weeks without no launches whatsoever on the entire game, almost. The developers will get there and do something. Maybe the developers will do the launches, or will maybe do a reward, that maybe a bounty for whoever takes a certain territory, and that money will come from the game or whatever rewards.
Personally, I don't.
That's a conflict driver.
Personally, I don't think that
because
should
you
get
simply
involved.
go, all right, we will not contest the territory, but you get 50%.
Yeah.
But we get like a certain amount of silver out
It's
of not
exactly
contesting.
the problem is you cannot balance a code. You cannot balance it, not even with a bot or with an AI trying to do balance like the Q system and the debuff does. But
You have to have a human.
you have to
factor.
have a human factor which will be aware of what areas is the content style, then what areas is there's this strong hand holding, and create motivation for either them to fight each other or for everyone else around them to attack them for that moment, to force them to have resources. This would be controversial by nature because
Absolutely.
because
people can be corrupted.
people can be corrupted, or they will just like how do you call it, referees on sports. They're always blamed for everything, no matter if it is legit or not.
Well, I
Right.
think the thing we're talking about is unassailable wealth too. I mean, the rental
Mm.
makes unassailable wealth to the point where it gets insane.
Yeah, but I think when I think of it, I only see that as the only real way to have conflict drivers, because then you have a human factor that's aware of what's going on and it can start, and then it makes it attractive to attack that target or to just fight each other. They are trying to do that with the season pool things, but as just said, as they are doing with castles, they will just agree who gets what because it's beneficial.
Well, the thing I like is that SBI is actually taking steps towards adding in conflict drivers, which I think is important. Whether they're going to work, that's another topic for another day. But they're at least heading in the right direction, I think. Right? They're realizing there needs to be reasons to go to war. I mean, realistically, what is the reason for going to war these days besides some silver? Or to rent out the territory or rent out a hideout.
If you add enough,
You renting as a cent?
drivers, right? At one point, it has to work, at least to some extent. I think that's the idea they're going with.
Like, if you want, like, one of the things that balanced GVGs for a while was that you could not participate in over one GVG a day. And then they bypassed that with a lot of wild accounts, but that was a hard bypass because you had to progress and farm them up, and it took a while until it was properly bypassed.
Well, to be real with you, like at the highest ends of GVG, people just injected alts in like 5 minutes, so not really.
Yes, and it also was super inaccessible.
It
to
was,
new
it was.
people.
Yeah.
I mean, that drove tome prices up, which was nice, but
Yeah, sad face.
I miss my 60k tomes.
They dropped by like 40%.
For now, they can do things like making sure, based on how close a zone is to the middle, that they have different IP caps for people who are on open world. So during those fights, people who cannot spend fortunes in gear can actually have a group and does not have a direct disadvantage just because someone spends more than him or has more funds to sustain ZVZ. So you can actually have smaller guilds fighting on the borders of the map. It's like GVG's entry level 800 IP, just working.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's heading in the right direction.
I always thought that IP caps in the open world were
Stupid.
good. Yeah.
I like them because the way our entire guild got into ZVZ was in these yellow zones back then when before they make the caps irrelevant on the 700 800 IP cap. We would go into 4-1 4-2 gear and we would be ZZing there, and it was low cost and people liked the content. They came and they trained and all of that. Right, that's the logic of that I use, that allowed all of these smaller groups to actually do something instead of
To be fair, there is still a lot low end ZVZ going on in faction warfare, right?
Mhm.
Like we're still doing it.
a faction
It was
warfare.
pretty
The
much for
good
us.
thing,
For us, it also was the main method of doing ZVZ since, well, every time we stepped into the Lake Zone, Poe just dropped fucking Jurassic Park on our head.
since they removed the IP cap, we had to start taking more expensive gear to faction ZVZ. But
Well, because
faction
everybody's
ZVZ
migrating over to faction ZVZ. Actually, guys, the one thing we are going to do is I'm going to end the show a little bit early to raid the faction ZVZ coverage on Albion TV in about 10 minutes. Because they're doing, there's a big faction warfare thing going on. We might actually go have some fun with that ourselves.
Yes,
But
sounds like a good idea.
Bacon, is there any shout outs or anything you want to say or anything you want to plug as far as the Bacons?
it's the usual thing. the bacon's recruiting. We need crispy people, especially not vegans and not PoE spies. We have enough. And the alliance as well, because we're
Some of
taking
our
a
most
bit
helpful
more,
members are PoE spies.
bit more stronger guilds. Yeah.
Damn it, I can't go join Bacon now. Too much PoE spy in me.
Bleh.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Do not
Uh,
make a dick joke. Do not make a dick joke.
anyways, Eggs on Fang. What you got, bud?
Brave Newbie is recruiting. NewbieAlliance.com and EWBY Alliance.com. Go there. Join our guild. We help new players.
I don't have
Yeah.
a site yet. How dare you? I'm gonna DDoS you.
Oh no!
No, that actually happened earlier. Sorry, somebody beat you to it.
Oh no,
You're not original now.
somebody also deleted ours
Hmm.
back in the day. But that was before we had a real site for the Alliance.
Anyways, Overdose. What you got, bud?
I just can't wait for this fucking Fame Week to be over so I can gather again. Besides that, shout out to all the people who have joined in the last week, because we had quite the influx in the EU time zone. Shout out to them. Also, vegans are bad. Bacon is great. Tasty
Vegans are very bad. So many of them. It's freaks that turn vegans. It's PoE, these 3 levers. It's Sun. Surf also has a bunch of vegans now.
Oh, Jesus.
Arch also is becoming
Spreading.
vegan for some reason.
Don't worry,
Terrible.
we'll always love Bacon.
Terrible. We live in an anti-bacon world. I blame the feminists.
So now
Maybe.
I gotta ask: do you like regular bacon? Do you like center cut? Do you like, or do you not discriminate? Bacon is bacon.
I don't know.
What's your favorite
Canadian
bacon?
bacon.
Canadian bacon. Is that really
It's-
bacon though?
It is. It comes from the
Like
ass. Everything that
bacon.
comes from the ass is bacon.
I thought bacon came from the belly.
No,
Yeah.
it's an ass.
Pork belly does make good bacon.
Also, glazed bacon. Just wanted to mention it again because it combines salt, fat, and sugar.
All right.
You can use ham with maple syrup.
Exactly.
I think we're going off the rails here. All right, Ooga Booga.
Yes.
We're going towards maple bacon. I like it.
You got any shoutouts?
All holy healers, fuck nature healers, do hardcores.
There's the end of Newbie Alliance. Syndic, you don't have to continue sending spies. The Alliance
In
is
before-
dead. The Newbie Alliance
No.
is dead.
No.
But the spies are
You know-
the ones that.
You know what killed it first was Animal Crossing.
No, you won't be dead until I steal all of those beetles and crystals that you shown up yesterday.
Shh. We have no battle mounts. Shh.
We had 4 tier 4 horses, and the rest of us were on donkeys. I don't know what you're talking
Exactly. Like
Mm.
what
We are
what we
newbie.
consider a battle mount is anything above tier 5, right? Tier 5 armored horses are the highest non-battle.
We're a newbie alliance. We don't have any battle mounts. What are you talking about?
No,
You know,
Totally
just
not
the
on a battle
donkey
map.
was very
Yeah,
happy to represent.
don't insult
We're
the
a
donkey.
We're a weak, unassuming newbie alliance that totally doesn't have a Jurassic Park.
I was very triggered yesterday.
It's more like Jurassic Petting Zoo.
Jurassic
I wouldn't
Park.
even say it's Jurassic. It's more of a petting zoo. We
There
are
was that one guy.
Don't
that
fuck with the llamas, man.
Are you
Yeah,
talking
this-
about Mr. Garnish?
You had the 7-3 royal 7-3 balloon armor. And I wanted to kill him.
We also had a guy with a definitely absolutely a ganking set for a broadsword with us.
I'm so glad that
I was triggered
We
because I was
never-
seeing all these people.
We never ever said that Newbie was good at the game. That has never been said ever. Don't be a dick.
But-
Have fun. Fuck Poe. We never said we were good.
We're here and we're having fun.
Exactly.
All right.
Also, only 3 tank weapons exist. You're
Yeah,
not gonna
this-
take with swords. Not on my watch.
I want to give a shout out to Newbie, Eggs on all the leadership, all the post buys that have been getting kicked. Please get better.
I haven't been kicked yet. I'm good.
We'll hold classes if you guys need help. I'm serious. Like, it's really annoying how bad it is. Also, a shout out to Gluttony for giving us the ability to put it on a hideout. Awesome to see.
Wait. I want to give a shout out to Gluttony as well for being an edgy.
A what?
For being edgy.
Edgelord Gluttony.
Edgelord Gluttony on Battle Bray Plane. Next time, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, shots fired. I have no
Is that
association
original
whatsoever
live
with
one?
bacon.
Ooh, I have a personal shout out to do. Doom Chinchilla. Remember, chinchilla season has started.
Oh, are you salty because you got one shot about the chinchilla?
I'm fucking salty because I got one
You
shot.
you got fucking deleted by the chinchilla. I'm just saying. By the
Check
way,
out his YouTube page. You can watch
where's
me
the
die.
fucking video? I've been trying to look for the
400
video.
damage after resistance is applied.
I will go get you the video so you can see me get one shot.
Oh no, I want to put it on live on the stream. All right, guys, we're gonna call it here. It's glad to be back. Sorry, I've been fucking sick, and I've been this coronavirus. Everybody stay safe. It's fucking crazy out there. Like literally, I'm a smoker, so I go into a fucking store and I'm like, everybody looks at me like I'm a fucking zombie, about to fucking
Yeah, you're
blow
in
my
the
brains
barricade,
out.
right? So if you cough in public, people shoot you, right?
I literally run around the corner and go, and they're like, I don't know what the fuck that was. You know, like when you fart walking down the aisle, and you're like, I don't know. Fuck if I know. Wasn't
Yeah,
me.
you gotta fart to cover your cough now.
Oh, like back in the day, I had to take my backpack and yell Allahu Akbar to get some free spaces on the bus. I just like cough slightly into my armpit and boom, done. Or elbow is what it is. Cough into the elbow and boom, half the bus is empty. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna raid Albion Online and hopefully see some good action. Thank you guys all for coming.
Oh god, I found it.
And we'll see you guys next week. The normal time will be 1800 Sundays. Hope to see you guys then. Cheers.
Have a good one, guys.
Copy video.
Wash your hands.
I thought 1800 was our alliance meeting.